Hey guys, welcome to a new series. And this time, I'm going to be doing something that I always wanted to do for a while. Now this is part 1 of what if I was transported to Pokemon. Now before we start this video, I want to note that this isn't a character that is heavily based on me. This is a story of how I was transported to Pokemon. The real life me. As I want to see how this would impact Pokemon. So, without further ado, let's begin. As I will be sitting in my room playing Pokemon Violet. I will then stop playing for a while, as I would basically put the remote down for a while as I lay on my bed. I would just breathe a little and then I would think to myself, oh, Pokemon is so awesome. It's a shame that they're probably gonna make Ash retire. I mean, Ash was the main character, and it wouldn't be the same without him. So, I wonder, what if I was in Pokemon? What would change if I was in there? And then, right as this thought passes, a strange thing happens. As in, the room would begin to shake. A portal forms right above my head. And then, I would be pulled right through the portal. And then, everything would go dark. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it happened. But as soon as I opened my eyes, I would see the blue sky. And then I would sit up, tired, and wondering what was happening. I would look around, and then I would see a bunch of trees and grasses. I don't know what happened, and I don't know where I am. I would check the backpack on my bag, and then I would pull out a map and a note. It reads, "Dear Chosen One, you have been chosen to help us in the battle of events that will take place eventually. There has been a team that wasn't supposed to be created and is causing a disruption between realms, between worlds, and we need your help to be able to fix this problem. Once the task is done, I will use my power to transport you back home. Sincerely, Arceus." Arceus? Wait a minute. And then I would rush to a lake. I would see my reflection. Oh my. What? I am red? As I would look at my hands and everything else. Whoa. And I'm in Pokemon. This is so awesome. As I'm excited at this, I would reach into the bag to see the map again. As I would see the date on it, and then a happy expression turned into a shocked expression. Uh-oh. This is the day that Ash was supposed to get his Pikachu. I wonder if I could change anything, but I have to get there quick. It's almost time. And then I would put the map away and immediately rush to the professor's lab, right to Pallet Town. I would be running for a while, getting tired but ignoring it, as I would finally arrive at Pallet Town and rush towards the professor's lab. And once I'm there, I am greeted by the professor himself. "Ah, there you are, Red. You are quite early." As in my mind, I am so excited. This is the real professor. This is so awesome. Okay, I need to keep my composure as to not draw suspicion. As then the professor would be gesturing for me to go into the lab, as then I would follow him, and once we were there, we were right at the place where trainers get their starters. Now, I have these Pokemon right here, and each Pokemon ball has a Pokemon inside of them. There is Charmander, the Fire Lizard Pokemon, Squirtle, the Water Pokemon, and there's Bulbasaur, the Grass type Pokemon. As in the glass container would open up to reveal the Pokeballs. As I'm so excited. Now, go on, Red. Choose your Pokemon. And I immediately know which Pokemon I would want, as I picked the Charmander Pokeball. So your first choice is Charmander. And I would reply, yeah, Charmander is one of my favorite Pokemon, and I've always wanted to have one. I hope I train it well. As then, I would let the Charmander out of its Pokeball. And to my surprise, the Charmander is a shiny. In my mind, I would wonder, a shiny? Wait, did the series make this starter Pokemon a shiny right from the beginning of the anime? This is weird. Well, I guess I never really got to see, since they never really revealed who the other trainers were. Well, I guess this'll do. Is then I would pat the Charmander's head, and then I'll return the Charmander to its Pokeball, as then the professor would give me a Pokedex and 5 other Pokeballs. I take them, and professor would tell me, now go on, Red, go start your adventure off. As I would nod in approval. With Charmander added to my team, I now start my Pokemon adventure. Now the professor doesn't know, but I am secretly hiding near his lab, waiting for Ash to appear. As I see Gary and another mysterious trainer arrive. As I'm still waiting, and then I see Ash arrive. Now I already know that Ash is still gonna get his Pikachu because Gary and the other mysterious trainer had already taken the Squirtle and Bulbasaur. So I wonder if I could change anything about this. And then Ash would get Ash's mom would give him his stuff, and as Ash gets changed, and I approach him. Hey there, kid. As Ash would turn around. Oh, hey there. Do I know you? As I would reply, no, but I've heard about you. What's up? My name's Red. As Ash would shake my hand, as he would say, well, it's nice to meet you, Red. I'm Ash Ketchum. As he would ask, well, do you need something? So I would reply, well, yes, actually. I want to go on you with your journey. I thought that going alone on a journey might be a little too much, so do you mind if I join you? As Ash would, of course, smile. Of course you can. I mean, what's better than a journey than going with friends? And then we chuckle at this. Yeah. Well, I guess should we head on? As Ash would nod. As we go to the forest. Now in this timeline, Ash does not drag his Pikachu around. As I tell it that he shouldn't be treating his Pokemon like that. as they're your partners, and you shouldn't be treating it like a servant. If you want your Pokemon to listen to you, then you gotta gain their trust. As Ash doesn't know how to do that, but I just tell him you'll learn through time. As I know I don't want to mess up the time of the Spearow, as that might be important later on. As we are walking, I am teaching him some type matchups, since this will at least give him a chance against the gym battles. I just teach him some basic stuff, and then right as we were talking, a Pidgey appears. As Ash pulls on his Pokédex and reads the Pokemon entry. As Ash readies his Pokeball, but I immediately stop him. Wait now, Ash. You can't just go on and throw a Pokeball at a Pokemon. There might be a chance you might fail to catch it. Ash will be confused. Well, why? What do you mean? What I mean is, well, basically, Pokemon aren't gonna be so easy to catch. And even if you were able to catch it, you wouldn't get a lot of experience from it. Because each Pokemon is as strong as they can be. But there are a lot of Pokemon that you need to battle before catching it. Of course, there are going to be a few Pokemon that are weak enough to be caught easily. But this kind of Pokemon is going to be difficult to catch. If you want to catch it, then you have to battle it. As Ash would not taking my advice, as they would send Pikachu. But unfortunately, like in canon, Pikachu disobeys and climbs up a tree. As Ash would be angry at this, as I would pat him on the shoulder and say, now relax. Now, before we handle the Pikachu problem, let me show you how it's done. As I would send out my Charmander. As Ash would be impressed by this. Wow, a Charmander. So you must have gotten that Charmander from Professor Oak, right? As I would nod at this, yeah, I got this Charmander. And I woke up early so I could get my starter Pokemon. Which you should have probably done. As Ash would nervously laugh and say, yeah, I guess I should have went to bed just like my mom told me. Anyways, pay attention. This is how you catch a Pokemon. As I would command Charmander to attack, as Pidgey would send a gust attack, which I'd tell Charmander to dodge. And then Pidgey goes in for a quick attack. As then I tell Charmander to jump out of the way and then use an Ember. It hits Pidgey and causes a burn. I also tell Ash that some moves will also inflict a sort of status condition. And so, as the burn slowly chips away Pidgey's health, it is now running on a time limit. As I tell Charmander to rush in and use a scratch, but Pidgey uses a quick attack. As I tell Charmander to jump and then it lands the scratch. As Pidgey is now vulnerable enough for me to throw a Pokeball at it. Which I do, and successfully catch the Pidgey. As I would turn to Ash, see, that's how you catch a Pokemon. Keep that in your head next time. As Ash would nod in approval. Now, how am I gonna get Pikachu to at least approve of my help? As I would just shrug at this. I don't know, but maybe eventually it'll gain your trust and actually listen to you in battle. Then Ash picks up a rock and, and puts it in his pocket for later. And then he turns around to see a Rattata that's trying to take his food, but then I immediately throw a Pokeball at it, and that was a little bit of a dumb decision, but unexpectedly, I actually catch the Rattata. As I actually confused at this thing. Wait, I thought you were supposed to battle it first. As I would reply, well, I guess the Rattata was easy to catch. As Ash would just shrug at this, and I look at Pikachu and is still dozing off, not interested in listening to Ash. And then Ash would see a figure that looks like Pidgey, as he would pull the rock out of his pocket, and then would shout at Pikachu, "See, watch and learn. I'm gonna catch a Pokemon without your help." As he was ready to throw the rock, but I try to run at him, saying, "Wait, Ash, don't throw the..." And it's too late. Ash throws a rock, and it hits the Spearow from Cannon, and it looks back visibly angry, as Ash would be confused. Wait, that's not a Pidgey. As he would pull out his Pokédex, and then realize this is a Spearow. As I would cover my face in a little bit of frustration. Ash, I told you, you're not supposed to just attack head on with no Pokemon. As then, Ash, would back up a little. So, what do we do now? As then Pikachu would kind of laugh at this. As then the Spearow would, of course, rush to Pikachu and start attacking it. Now, you could say this all just goes into canon, as we jump in the river to avoid the Spearows, and we meet Misty, and of course Ash has to steal her bike to get Pikachu to safety. As then he looks back and with a little bit of a worried expression, as I would reply, "Don't worry about me. I'll catch up with you later. I'm gonna buy you some time and see if I can see the Spearow and at least try to get them away. You take Pikachu to the Pokemon Center and I will catch up to you later." As Ash would take off, and I just left there to look for the Spearow. As I look for the Spearow, but I see something that I didn't think was possible. That this wasn't supposed to be canon, was it? Then I would see a big Fearow, as it would be a little bit over leveled. Well, not overpowered, but just a little bit over leveled. As then I would send out my Charmander to battle it. And I gotta take care of this first. As then I would send the Charmander to attack the Fearow. And then the Fearow would use a quick attack, but then I would I command Charmander to jump up and then use an Ember. As it hits the Fearow, but it brushes the paint off and lands a Drill Peck. As I will be confused. Wait, Fearow doesn't learn Drill Peck at this level? Or does it? I forgot. As then Charmander lands to the ground, a little bit pained, as the battle will go on for a few minutes, as Charmander is starting to get tired and is hit with a lot of attacks with Drill Pecks and Fury attacks. As then the Fearow is getting ready to finish this. As then Charmander is not giving up, as I see its determination. As I look at Charmander, as I smile. Okay, Charmander, let's beat them together. As I finish the sentence, Charmander yells, and its Blaze ability activates. As me and the Fearow are confused about this. This isn't a normal Blaze ability. As in my mind, I would wonder about this Blaze ability. Why it looks so familiar. This Blaze ability looks just like Ash's Infernape. As the Fearow would go for an aerial ace, as then it made a mistake, as Charmander would attack it with a new move learned, Flamethrower. It hits Fearow dead on, as it burns the Fearow, as then it falls to the ground unconscious. As then the Charmander would roar and at least growl, and I don't know what they call it, but he would stand in victory but collapse to the ground as he drops out of his Blaze form. As then I would wonder, that looked like the Blaze ability that Infernape had. I guess I'll have to call it Super Blaze for now. As then I'll return Charmander to its Pokemon. As then I will look at the Fearow and feel a little bad about it. So I decide to capture the Fearow and successfully catch it. As I know the Fearow won't listen to me, but I can't just leave it there. So, with 4 Pokemon in my party, I rush to find Ash and Pikachu. And from the looks of it, it looks like Pikachu has just unleashed his most powerful Thunder Shock. As in, I would help Ash up to his feet, and he grabs his Pikachu, and the whole ho-oh thing happens. As as then we are off to Viridian City as we go to heal up our Pokemon. Now, I know this was a little bit of a short one, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to work on the next part. And then and then I will try to see what else I can come up with. So let me know what you think of this series in the comments. And put your what ifs down, as I don't just do Pokemon what ifs. I think I might move on to My Hero Academia what ifs soon, or something like that. At least try to put in the comments what other what ifs I should do. So I want to say thank you for watching this, and I will see you all later.